Today I want to talk to you about a very powerful truth when it comes to consciously manifesting. The fact that what you want wants you and who you want wants you, and that your desires are absolutely meant for you. And this is a very important truth when we are consciously manifesting. And I hope by the end of this video, I have permanently changed the way in which you see your desires or your desired specific person. Some of you may have heard this emphasized by many law of assumption coaches and teachers, and I myself have emphasized this. And if you're new to the principles of the law of assumption or having a little trouble wavering in and out of accepting your desired reality or your desired person, or that it is a possibility for you, or any desire in fact, then this should help you to alleviate any doubts that you may have. So, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Talzi. I am a tarot reader and a spiritual and mindset coach. And on this channel, I combine tarot, manifesting techniques, and the universal law of assumption to help you break unconscious patterns and shift outcomes and actually get your desired results, specifically in your love life. So have you ever wondered why your desires feel so deeply rooted in you and so personal, and why we in the manifesting and law of assumption community always tell you that they're absolutely meant for you? If you want the answers today on why that is and how you can actually achieve those desires without any doubt, then keep watching. So let's begin with the commonly understood phrase and a major and integral part of Neville Goddard's teachings, the concept that creation is finished. What does that mean? Well, essentially that means that anything and everything that you could ever imagine is not something that is being created or could maybe come into existence, but in fact has actually come to your imagination or has come to you as a thought because it already exists. So let's talk about imagination. I've referred to this as being the portal to your divine intelligence or infinite realities and versions that are already in existence. Whether you want to call your imagination God, the universe, or source, whatever it is, this is the place where everything and anything already exists. So when we actually talk about a desire, let's say a specific person that you're trying to consciously manifest, or a type of a relationship with your specific person, or whatever it is that you desire, then this desire and the version of reality and your connection, as I've already explained, it already exists. When we say creation is finished, it means that every possible version of reality of you and any connection and any variation of a connection you have with a person also already exists. There is nothing you need to create or force into existence. Let's return back to something I've covered off previously and is well accepted by anyone consciously manifesting. Nobody has free will in your reality. In manifestation and the law of assumption, this means that the people and circumstances in your life reflect your beliefs and assumptions, whether they're conscious or unconscious, guys. Your subconscious mind, as Joseph Murphy teaches, is the portal to all things in existence, which I have already explained earlier. It connects you to the infinite intelligence of the universe where every possible version of reality already exists. Your subconscious mind doesn't argue, reason, or filter. It simply delivers what you feed it through your awareness and consciousness. When you persistently affirm or assume something, you impress it upon your subconscious mind, and it begins the process of bringing the version of reality into your experience. So let's talk about the subconscious mind being the portal to all things. The subconscious mind is actually the bridge between your inner world and the infinite possibilities of creation. It is through your awareness and consciousness that you bring your desires into being. When you focus your attention on a specific desire, you are activating the version of reality where that desire is already fulfilled. So this is when we talk about conscious manifesting and putting our focus on what we want and not what we don't want. Think of your subconscious mind as the gateway to the quantum field, where every possible outcome and version of reality exists simultaneously. By repeatedly affirming and feeding the subconscious thoughts, visualizations, etc., that align with the version of you that is in the reality that you prefer or that you desire, or in the case of a specific person, where you have the assumption or it is your truth that your specific person and you have a preferable connection, or they want you, or they love you, or they feel and think and behave in the way you desire them to, then you are merely just selecting that version of reality, and you are giving your subconscious mind clear instructions to align your outer world with that reality. Your state of consciousness, or what you are aware of and who you are aware of being, is the version of yourself and your reality that you are currently aligned with and is being reflected back to you. Neville taught that your assumptions, what you persistently believe to be true, determine the state or version or reality that you occupy and experience. When you assume that your specific person already loves you, you shift into the version of reality where this is true, and it must be reflected back to you. Every state of consciousness corresponds to a specific experience of reality. For example, the version of you who is in a loving relationship and wanted, etc., by your specific person already exists in a particular state of consciousness. The version of you that has an ideal partner, the version of you where you and your specific person never broke up, the version where there are no third parties, for example, because I know that's a common one in my community, the version of you that has never experienced loss or betrayal in your relationships, or the version of you that has always had the most loving and committed relationships. All of these are already in existence and existing simultaneously. When you shift your awareness through selecting a preferable state by affirming, visualizing, scripting, etc., or all those techniques that are tools for you to embody a state that holds beliefs and assumptions about the subject of your desire and about self, or in the case of your specific person, the nature of your connection and how they think and feel about you, then it is in fact you that is aligning with that version of the reality that is more preferable. The outer reality must conform to your state. Your subconscious mind, acting as the portal, ensures that your state, your dominant thoughts and assumptions about self and anyone else is reflected in your 3D world. Your preferred state or version or your desires are inevitable. It's a guarantee. This is why it's crucial to persist in the state of knowing your desire is already in existence and is already yours, even when initially the outer world doesn't yet show evidence of it. The imagination and the subconscious mind, the 4D and your daily thoughts, which are feeding and connected to your subconscious, give you access to what you desire. The 3D reality you're experiencing is a reflection of your inner world. By maintaining your awareness or focus on a desire or what's preferable, or your specific person and a preferable connection, you allow your subconscious, which is like your servant, to deliver it. So let's talk about commanding the subconscious and how, when you do this, movement begins instantly. The moment you make the decision to claim your desire and begin affirming it or focusing on it with your awareness or consciousness, you have already shifted into the timeline where the fulfilled desire exists. Movement begins instantly. Even if you can't see it yet, your subconscious mind immediately starts orchestrating and arranging circumstances to bring it to you in your outer 3D experience. Joseph Murphy, who I talk about a lot, also emphasized that the subconscious as a servant faithfully carries out your commands. It doesn't care whether your affirmations are what your rational mind or 5 senses may describe as true or false in the 3D, and doesn't judge you on what is good, bad, preferable, or unpreferable. It only responds to what you consistently feed it. Your subconscious mind acts as the portal to bring whatever you're feeding it into a reality that you are then going to experience. So if what you are or have experienced is unpreferable or undesirable, then don't be disheartened. Remember, it doesn't matter what the 3D actually shows you right now. Whatever you see is simply the result of past beliefs or unconscious assumptions and thought patterns that were embedded in one version or state of you. And you can shift this instantly. It's all actually within your control. Now remember, your desire and the manifestation of that desire is actually inevitable. The only reason there's ever a perceived delay is because we, as the operant powers, each of us in our own realities and the God of our realities, sometimes waver between states. When we doubt, worry, or shift back into old assumptions, we temporarily tune out of the state where our desire is already fulfilled. But here's the good news. You can always choose to step back into the state of fulfillment. Your outer reality will always conform to this state. And if you can sustain that state or that version of you where you have the belief that your desire is fulfilled, then your outer must conform and you will experience it more permanently. This is why repetition is so powerful, guys. By affirming statements like, my specific person loves me, we are together, or they are committed to me, you impress this belief onto your subconscious and it must deliver you that experience. You are then in that reality, and it is only you who is the operant power of your reality and who can select the reality or version of reality that you are experiencing or wish to experience. Everyone, including your specific person, must deliver on the role you're assigning them, and in each reality, you're providing them a different role. So let's again reiterate why your manifestation is inevitable. Wrapping up, your desires are meant for you. If they come to you, they come straight from your imagination or your God self. And you, through choice and consciousness, have access to that version of reality and that desire right now in existence. You equally can, through consciousness, choose to select a version of reality where you do not have your desire or your specific person. You're the only one with free will in each and every version of reality and state that you embody and occupy. As mentioned already, creation is finished. When you shift your state of being to the version of you who already has your desire, you are simply shifting to that reality through conscious choice and accessing what you prefer. So, practical steps to align with your desire. 1, affirm or use other techniques like scripting, visualization, SATs, which is state akin to sleep, guys, robotic affirming, whatever works for you. These are merely tools to get you to embody the preferred state or reality where you have that which you desire. Repetition impresses the subconscious. Number 2, shift your awareness. Focus on the state of being where your desire is already fulfilled. Take awareness away from what's not preferred, denying your 5 senses of what seems rational or logical based on yesterday's state of being, which manifested less preferable circumstances, and we all know in this community that circumstances don't matter. Think from the end by imagining that you have your desire now, which in fact you already do. 3, trust the process. Movement starts the moment you affirm or decide. Even if you can't see it, trust that your subconscious is working to bring your desire into your reality. You have it from the moment you make a decision, but the only perceived delay comes from you denying that you are the operant power and wavering in your decision. So, my final thoughts on this topic. Conscious manifesting has nothing to do, guys, with forcing or waiting. It's about consistently selecting and aligning the state of already having that which you desire. Every time you return to that state or decision, you're returning to the reality where your desire is true, signed, sealed, and delivered. So what you want wants you, and who you want wants you. That's what I said at the very beginning. Your desires are meant for you. And if you've been wondering whether or not they are, or whether your specific person already loves you, let this be your confirmation. Creation is finished. Infinite states already exist. Your desires are a promise, and they're a promise of what's already yours. All you have to do is claim it and know it. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments, like, subscribe if you haven't already for more manifestation insights, or if you enjoy watching tarot, where I explain how to shift unpreferable predictions or circumstances and manifest preferable outcomes. I'm sending you guys lots of love. Stay focused on being the you that has what you desire. And don't forget, you are the operant power always